Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm KPG, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses Maddening. Today, we are here at some random base in the Adrestian Empire, because in the last episode, if you did not see it, we chose our fate after the battle at the Holy Tomb. We decided we are going to side with Edelgard against the Church. We're going to side with Edelgard and the Adrestian Empire. And then Rhea tried to attack us and take back the heart straight out of us, our unbeating heart, for whatever reason that may be. But we were able to escape with our students, and the majority of our students have stayed with us and are deciding to side against the Empire. Or side with the Empire against the Church. I'm still not entirely sure about these four. I mean, they're here, but they're members of the Church, so I'm surprised they haven't gone back. We did lose Flane. She already left. She did not come with us. But everyone else is still here. Which, once again, I'm not sure is going to last because, I don't know. Because I would have thought everyone would have left already that wasn't going to stay with us. But, like, I really just don't know why Hanneman and Manuela specifically would stay, but... I mean, Alois and Shamir, I could definitely make cases for those two, and Anna as well. But Hanneman and Manuela just both seem to me like they would... I don't know, it would make sense for them to stay with the monastery, but I don't know, whatever. Today we're going to start off this episode by doing some supports because we do have a decent amount of them. I don't know if we can initiate the one with Edelgard, but we can, so we're going to do that.
I'm so sick of it all.
It's actually the first time we were able to initiate a conversation involving Byleth. It's interesting. Maybe it's because we're not actually at the monastery, so there's no way for them, or for anyone to come up to Byleth and be like, hey, I want to talk. Or anything. I don't know. Anyway, support.
There is so much to be done, yet all I encounter are new problems and pitfalls. Sometimes I wish I could spend just one day doing absolutely nothing and gorging myself on sweets.
This isn't like you. Such are the burdens of an emperor. Let's do just that. Let's do that. Let's eat a whole bunch of sweets.
Just the thought makes me happy.
And then go into battle the next day feeling about 10 pounds heavier.
But Hubert would never allow it.
That's a good point, I suppose. Yeah, it's too bad. I was going to hope to eat an entire gallon worth of candy.
Now, but one day we will know the joys of idling. Mark my words. Is that a smirk I spy? Is it so amusing to you, me daydreaming of free time?
It's pretty funny. The idea of you with free time. I don't know. You misunderstand me.
Your silly grin says otherwise.
I don't know. Your affection rising says that you think otherwise.
But let's put all that aside for now. There is something I've been meaning to tell you.
Yes.
I'm afraid this might sound a bit sentimental. However, I want to thank you. Because of you, I feel I can walk my fated path without losing myself. If I were alone, I might have lost perspective and become a harsh leader with a heart of ice.
No, there's no way that would ever happen. Definitely not something that would happen in the other routes of this game.
But I'm not alone. With you by my side, I'm somehow free to be not only a leader, but simply Edelgard.
I'm glad.
Until now, no one has been able to surpass me, much less command me.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's always been Linhardt, though. Although you both could probably destroy each other in one round. You could both probably just absolutely destroy each other. Although Edelgard might actually beat Linhardt because she might be able to actually take him out in one hit. Whereas I'm not sure if Linhardt would actually be able to take Edelgard out in one hit.
I have always been seen as an untouchable princess or emperor.
I don't know. Ferdinand doesn't seem to think that, but...
No one spoke to me as an equal or met my gaze without flinching.
Once again, see Ferdinand.
It was lonely, terribly lonely. The only person I could rely on as I tried to claw my way out of the darkness was myself. you. You have been a brilliant light. Somehow you have chased the darkness away. And for that, I will always be grateful.
Well, that was a nice conversation. Now let's see how Hubert creeps someone out. Oh, he's gonna... Oh, never mind. It's animate. I think they're both gonna be creeping each other out to an equal extent.
Hubert, my boy.
My boy.
It's rather rare for the two of us to see one another with no one else around, isn't it?
Yes, I believe it is.
I was good friends with your father, you know. Perhaps this is fate, eh?
Hubert's father's dead, I'm pretty sure.
Of course, when I left the Empire, I broke off my friendship with him. And, well, everyone else.
You were right to sever ties with such a miserable piece of filth.
Dang.
Sharp words, Hubert. Contemptible though your father may be, he is still your father.
Don't overcomplicate it. I will not forgive him. Ever.
Was he involved with, like, everything that went on with Edelgard or whatever? Like, the experimenting and stuff?
Contemptible is just the right word for the wretch. Do you truly know what kind of man my father is?
I assume you're talking about the insurrection of the Seven. At the time, I was already at Garreg Mach. I know nothing more than hearsay. That said, I found it hard to believe that Lord Vestra would challenge the Emperor like that.
Oh, so he was just involved in turning the Emperor into a puppet, basically?
Yet that's exactly what he did. Since the dawn of the Adrestian Empire, House Vestra has served House Hresvelg as the Emperor's right hand.
And that's why he's super pissed about it, because he's super devoted to Edelgard, right?
My father spat on a legacy of loyalty and devotion that had lasted 1100 years. He conspired with the ministers to usurp power from the Emperor and Lady Edelgard.
In your father's defense, the Emperor was attempting to take power from the Seven Houses. The Emperor's reform was an attempt to concentrate power in the hands of the throne. The nobles put a stop to that. Emperor Ionius lost the ensuing power struggle.
Well, that's an important piece of background information as well.
Now it is the nobles' turn to suffer defeat. Lady Edelgard will be Emperor.
She already is, but okay.
You hope she can cease this never-ending conflict? That's quite a goal, Hubert.
All right. Was that the support supposed to take place before Edelgard became Emperor? Because that's kind of what it seemed like. Oh, Hanneman has another support with someone. Lysithea. Right.
Phew. That about wraps it up for today's training. No thanks to a certain distraction. Professor Hanneman, I know you're there. It's extremely unsettling the way you're always staring like that.
Oh, my apologies, child. I was trying to remain inconspicuous, not wanting to interrupt.
Your half-hearted attempt to hide your weird staring only makes it weirder.
Well, I must apologize. In the future, I shall do my staring out in the open.
All right, Hanneman.
That might ease the weirdness, but it will continue to be extremely unsettling.
I'll just stare at random people for fun.
I have no desire to disturb nor to disquiet you.
Whoops. Nah, but Hanneman has his reasons. I remember because Lysithea was in the Golden Deer route, so I do remember some of this conversation.
You are a most exquisite subject for my crest research.
Right, and he's obsessive with his crests, so that's the reason for staring. Not to be a creep. Well, he does it. He's kind of a creep because of his crest research, but not a creep in the way most people would have thought this was going.
And you understand that the foundation of all research is observation.
I understand well enough, and I'll do my best to ignore it. But in return...
Do not worry. Your secret is safe with me. I have not spoken a word of your twin crests to anyone.
Shh! Don't talk so loudly about it out here in the open.
Right, but Lysithea also has two crests, much like how Edelgard does.
Pardon my excitement. I simply cannot let the opportunity to study such a...
Sorry, I think the recording messed up there.
These awful crests may seem miraculous to you, but for me, they fall under the category of curse.
I hope one day you will share more about your tragic origins, whenever you have the time to recount it. Your tale may contain valuable information.
Yeah, I don't have empathy for your story if they're about your tragic origins. I don't have any empathy. I don't care about that. I just hope that it'll help me gain some information.
You are utterly lacking in empathy. You know that?
Yeah, exactly.
You spent your entire life observing me. You never understand my feelings and all I've been through. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I fear I may have made a misstep.
Yeah, a little bit.
I have no desire to trouble her, yet my research...
Oh, my research! Oh, I'm all for the research. I'll do anything. Do anything for my research. Like, I mean, I get it. He cares about... He's fascinated by crests, and he wants to learn more, and probably share that information with the world, but at the same time, he really can come off as an absolute creep. Sylvain has a support with Ingrid, so let's check that out.
That was quite a sigh. What's wrong, Ingrid?
Tell me, Sylvain, what am I to you?
You're my friend. One of my oldest, in fact.
An old friend, is it? Then why must I clean up the casualties left behind by your skirt chasing?
Nobody asked you to do that. Heck, I thought you enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it.
Besides, you're real good at it. I'm excited to continue working with you.
Gosh, Sylvain.
Do you mean to imply you have no intention of acting a bit more respectably?
Of course not. It's Sylvain. He gets a bonus from standing next to women. Of course he's gonna keep doing it.
Please don't yell like that. Everybody's staring at us.
When you were 8, you came on to my sweet, sweet granny. My granny!
What? What about that?
Come on. I was 8 and she was That was a long time ago.
Dang, Sylvain. You're a player at 8.
Sylvain hit on Ingrid's grandmother? Wow.
Yeah, whoa.
People can hear you. Please be quiet.
Oh, I want to hear more about this. Please, Ingrid, continue.
When you were 10, we went to that harvest festival, and you started making eyes at a scarecrow.
A scarecrow?
Wait a second. That was just an accident. A tragic accident.
Tragic accident. How do you accidentally do that?
When you were 15, you sought, relentlessly might I add, to involve yourself with Lord Gwyndel's daughter.
Don't know who that is, but sounds very Sylvain.
Who do you suppose made peace with the furious lord despite having nothing to do with it? Me. Always me, always for you. Every time.
What a jerk.
You know what? This conversation is over. I'm done.
Well, I mean, I guess she does have some point. She does have a point, Sylvain. You should work to make things up to her.
This has to end. Not later, but now.
Fine. I promise I'll try to change. Are you happy now?
He is so insincere about that. He's not going to change at all. My hit on Ingrid's grandmother when he was 8. Whoa. Sylvain, you are one interesting dude. Ingrid and Dorothea have a support.
Ingrid, do you have a moment? We're going to perform an opera in the cathedral.
We are?
Yes, it's a small one, but I need some volunteers.
If you need volunteers, then why are you forcing her to join? I need some volunteers. You're one of my volunteers. It's not what it be. It's too bad.
Let me tell you, Alois is very excited. He's already doing a ton of work for the show.
I see. What's it about?
Classic opera fare. A tragic love story. A princess who falls in love with a handsome commoner. But our princess, she carries the fate of her country on her shoulders.
Sounds like Edelgard.
And no matter how in love she is, she can't just marry whoever she wants. Or can she?
That's quite a story. Sounds tragic and beautiful. Who will be playing the princess?
And Dorothea, of course.
Me. I was a singer in an opera company, though I hope I'm not being too presumptuous casting myself.
Maybe a little bit.
Even if you're not interested in being part of the production, you will come to see it, won't you? I'm asking everyone to dress up properly. I want it to be a stylish and elegant night.
That does sound quite lovely. And I do want to go, but
Please, don't worry if you can't make it. I understand we're doing this on such short notice.
No, it's not that.
Didn't even say the date.
I struggle with the elegant part of things. I don't really do myself up in elegant clothing and makeup and such.
If fashion's your concern, lady, you're in luck.
I am?
If you don't dress for the occasion, no one will take you seriously. But don't worry about a thing. I'll happily work my magic on you. When it's time, I'll meet you.
Meteor!
We'll make you the most beautiful woman in the theater.
Wait, I thought you were joking about the magic.
Oh goodness. Okay.
But it would be cool if she had magic that did other things. Just make things easier and whatnot. Shamir and Petra have a support. Let's do theirs. Why not?
Shamir, you are training away from the ground of training.
The ground of training.
Ah, Petra. Well, it looks like it might rain.
I have understanding. Rain training can cause unhealthiness. Can I give you a question now?
Sure.
You come from Dagda, I think. Why are you working at the monastery?
You can tell I'm from Dagda? Oh, I suppose Bridget is our neighbor. As for why I work here, that's simple. I work to live.
Fair
Rhea
enough.
took me in when I had nowhere else to go. I'm here to repay my debt. I don't plan to return to Dagda anytime soon.
But Fodlan is an enemy for you, right? Are you feeling okay about that?
The only ones I've fought in person are the Imperial Army, under the command of the previous Emperor. I carry no ill will toward anyone else, including, of course, the current Emperor.
So Edelgard? Once again, I don't think they actually... I think a lot of these are meant to have taken place before Edelgard took the throne.
I have gratitude for your answering. You have given me understanding.
How about you? Do you hate them?
Absolutely! Screw all of them!
No. And it's Dagda's fault that Bridget got pulled into the war at all.
I think I might have skipped past that other one a little bit. Whatever. Empire's your father's enemy, no? Dagda's fault that Bridget got pulled into the war.
So, do you hate Dagda? Or do you see that as none of your concern?
The fault is not of Dagda. My father made his own choice to be joining the war. I cannot say I have no hatred for the Empire, but I do not have any for Edelgard. She gives me much help and strength. I cannot have hate for her.
Makes sense. You can hate a country without hating its people.
You speak with such honesty. It is very amazing.
I'm not that special. I just don't let emotions get in my way.
Cool. Alright. Learning some more about the other countries surrounding Fodlan. That's pretty cool, I guess. A lot of these supports are, like, not available yet. Yeah, there's really a lot of supports that just are not available yet. Dorothy and Felix, a cross-class support. One that I have definitely not seen before.
My goodness, I swear you're always training. Such a hard worker. So strong.
She talking to herself? I think
Hello?
so.
Felix?
Oh, she wasn't trying to.
What?
You can hear me. Oh, that's good. I was worried maybe your ears didn't work.
What do you want?
Oh, nothing. Nothing in particular, I mean. But now that I'm here, and now that you've asked, when you've finished up, do you think you'd like to join me in the dining hall for something sweet?
I'll pass. I don't like sweets. Also, you're a nuisance. Stay away from me.
Dang, Felix.
That's not a very nice way to talk to a classmate.
Felix does not care.
Anyway, you sound like you're shooing away a stray cat.
Shh, shut up.
I am not a stray cat, Felix, and I am not leaving until you take a moment to chat with me.
You are a pest. Fine, do what you will.
Oh, you better believe I am going to keep doing exactly what I will.
Better watch out, you might get smacked in the face.
Maybe instead of a sweet treat, we can get something spicy. Would you like that? I've heard the dining hall is serving a dish with some western spices in it. Does that sound good, Felix? Would you like something spicy instead of sweet?
You're distracting me. When I am hungry, I will eat. Alone. Stop squawking at me.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I'll leave you in peace. Goodbye, Felix.
Finally.
Jeez, Felix. Like, that is harsh. My man wanted nothing to do with her. Like, and she just would not take the hint either. She just kept trying. He's like, no, I don't want anything to do with you. Get lost. But come on, do you want something spicy? No.
Yum.
Hey, who are these two? Lysithea and someone else. I didn't really pay attention because it was the last.
Delicious. I'm so content in this moment.
I'm so content in this moment. Yes, that's how people speak. Oh, Felix and Lysithea. Ah, I see.
Felix!
You gonna be absolutely just savage to her as well?
Lysithea, you look mortified.
We need a conversation between Felix and Linhart. Those two would just absolutely destroy one another.
How long have you been there? Were you watching me? You were, weren't you?
Yes, and I know your dirty secret.
I was,
That
yes.
you are enjoying something. How dare you?
For once, I thought I had some privacy.
Did you say something?
Huh? No. Didn't say anything at all. Here.
What's this for?
I'm buying your silence. With cake. Take it.
Take the cake.
I'm not sure what to be silent about.
Also, Felix doesn't like sweets. Just ask Dorothea. She didn't get anywhere by offering anything of that sort to him.
If people knew I was shoveling cake into my face by the fistful, they'd think me nothing more than a child.
I really don't think that's the case, but okay.
Adults eat cake.
You'll never understand. Just take this, will you?
No, I don't like sweets.
See? He doesn't like sweets, okay? Leave the man alone.
Does your refusal mean you'll be telling everyone about my cake shoveling ways?
Yes, especially Hanneman. And then he'll stare at you some more. Wonder what cake consumption has to do with your twin crests.
I just don't like sweets, that's all.
Nonsense. Nobody can resist something so delicious.
Apparently Felix can.
Look, I'm giving you this cake whether you like it or not. Eat it, toss it, throw it at an unsuspecting victim. The choice is yours.
I like that last option. Throw it at an unsuspecting victim.
Just please, don't mention this to anyone.
What was her problem? And what am I supposed to do with this cake?
Throw it at some unsuspecting victim. Or give it to Dorothea. I mean, she would probably like it. Although I doubt you'd want to do that. Send a message that you're actually open to interaction with her when you're clearly not. I don't know. Yeah, just throw it at somebody. Alright, well anyways, now that we've done that, we gotta go talk to everyone in this place. Because everyone has something to say. It's all packed into this tight little area because we do not have the monastery right now because it's not an option. We had to flee. Alright, Edelgard, we'll start with you.
We will join forces with the main army and attack Garreg Mach. It's a fortress built on steep ground, but it's never seen battle.
Never? Well, I mean, there have been fights within it. I mean, multiple times, actually. Just now, or just recently at the Holy Tomb. And one other time in, like, I don't know, I don't remember where it was, but it was where the Sword of the Creator was.
That means we don't know much about it from a military perspective. But if we use all of the power at our disposal, we will capture it.
We have to try.
From a purely mathematical standpoint, we most certainly have the power to win.
I agree.
If the battle becomes a clash of beasts within human strength, you will be our only hope. I believe in you. I'm relying on you to lead the Black Eagle Strike Force to victory.
Me? I'm relying on you.
A lot.
We have a bunch of lost items still. I guess these will just forever stay undelivered because I don't think I have the patience to do this. And I don't even think lost items are a thing after we begin the war. It's my code for what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna say, once we start the war. I don't know, whatever. Hubert.
It is not up to Her Majesty to bring the students to our cause. That task falls to you. Those who have forsaken their homelands to join the Empire will be feeling vulnerable.
Yeah, especially with you talking like that.
You are uniquely able to provide emotional support.
You are uniquely unable to provide any sort of emotional support.
Please use that gift to guide others down the path that Lady Edelgard has laid before us. I ask you to do this from the bottom of my heart.
Gosh, Hubert, always so serious.
Right.
Cannot, express anything ever.
I'm a soldier, but I had to think long and hard about this one. Since birth, I've believed in the teachings of Seiros without ever questioning them. But Her Majesty's words are true. To think that the Archbishop can take on such a monstrous form.
Well, wasn't the Immaculate One part of the teachings of Seiros? I feel like that's just something she never really bothered to clarify. Also, what's this? Oh, that's where we go when we go to battle. I was like, what is this thing? Something I want to avoid until absolutely necessary.
I may return to Galatia territory and try to convince my father to join our cause. It's possible that... No. In my heart, I know that my father won't listen. Still, I must get him to see reason. That this is the only way to ensure our family's future.
Does that mean that all of the other students are going to be gone for this mission and we just have to use the ones... we just have to use our main team? Like the Black Eagles themselves? Because, I mean, we can do that if that's the case. I have full confidence in our team. But, I mean, I would like the option to use some of our other students. I don't want to have to only rely on the Black Eagles if I don't have to.
That could have gotten dangerous fast. If I stayed at the monastery, I would have had to fight my father.
You would have?
We aren't especially close.
Oh.
But he's not an opponent I'd want to face.
Oh, never mind. Because his father's on their side, is what he's saying. Right, that's a good point.
I'd almost rather fight a monster.
You have fought monsters
Anyway,
before.
It looks like he's going to be leading the western units.
Okay, so yeah, he's on our team. I was confused at first. I thought... Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, but... What he was saying is if he had stayed at the monastery, he would have had to fight against his father, but since he's here with us, he won't.
I wonder if we'll wind up fighting the Kingdom's army, and who decided to fight for the Church.
Well, hopefully they don't send anyone to defend, and hopefully it's a bunch of defenseless church soldiers.
The most important nobles in the Empire are known for taking power from the previous Emperor, my father included. I didn't think it possible that the Imperial Princess could ascend the throne so easily. However, it seems that both my father and Caspar's are supporting Edelgard.
Well, good. That means they didn't have to die.
Having both the Minister of Domestic Affairs and Minister of Military Affairs on your side gives you total control over the Empire's military and finances. You must have been making preparations for quite some time without anyone noticing.
Well, it's kind of the way you gotta go at this point because of how all those other nobles kind of went behind the Emperor's back to take power from him.
I asked Edelgard what happened to my father. He was dismissed as Prime Minister and is under house arrest in the Imperial capital.
Oh, maybe they're not all dead. When Hubert said, they've been taken care of or whatever, I thought that meant they'd all been just absolutely slaughtered. But I guess maybe they're just imprisoned. I don't know. Yeah, Ferdinand, your father was kind of a terrible person. Hate to break it to you, but he was actually an absolutely horrific person.
He always was a greedy, arrogant man. Some would say that this is the fate he deserves.
I would also say that.
And yet I cannot help but feel indignant. After all his hard work for the Empire, to be disgraced like this.
After all of his hard work to steal power from the Emperor, yeah.
I am conflicted, Professor. I do not know what to do. As the next Duke Ire, should I follow Edelgard into battle?
Yes, you should follow Edelgard and follow me as well. Come on, Ferdinand, it's not a hard decision. If you've seen Edelgard's stats, you know you don't want to fight against her. Or me.
Black Eagle Strike Force, eh? I like it. It's really a twist of fate that brought me to this side of things. But I'm still proud to be here.
Oh, but unfortunately we're gonna have to be against the gatekeeper from Garreg Mach. I mean, we won't actually fight him because he never fights in any battles, but he's not gonna be with us anymore. Sad, we lost one of the greatest characters of all time.
Edelgard became emperor and raised an army, huh? Who knew the kid had it in her? I mean, yeah, of course, I knew she'd be emperor eventually, but the more I think about it, the more surprised I am. I wonder who's gonna win.
Us, of course! We will not lose!
God, it makes me scared. We're fighting the Knights of Seiros. Still, I know you'll figure something out.
I can rewind time 10 times for battle. I think we'll be okay.
The Empire and Bridget were once warring with each other, but now I have made the decision to be fighting with the Empire.
Well, that's probably good for foreign relations.
It is a choice of irony, I feel. But I am having no regrets. My belief is with you and with Edelgard.
But yeah, if you side with Edelgard and she ends up being victorious, I mean, then relations should improve between the two countries, so I feel like that's a good idea to do that. Hello, Bernadetta.
Room here. At least I get that at home.
Well, you get your own corner by this torch over here, I guess.
But speaking of home, Hubert told me something.
Was your father imprisoned?
He said my father was stripped of his title. I guess he did as he pleased and opposed Edelgard.
Well, I guess you don't... Well, you don't really care about that, right? You don't really like your father, do you?
Does that mean my father's going to be home all the time now? On second thought, I think I'm fine right here.
Oh yeah, that's still not good. If he was arrested, I mean, it would be fine, but... That's true. If he is at your house all the time, that's probably not what you want. When you when you don't like him.
I came this far mostly on impulse, but I wonder if it was the right choice. Everything will be okay, right, Professor? I'm not wrong, am I? If I know that you think it's okay, I feel like it will be easier to believe in myself.
Well, I think it's okay, but you're an NPC, so I can't guarantee your safety. Sorry. I only guarantee the safety of units that actually matter.
Yes.
NPCs, they are expendable. Sorry.
I'm preparing to take this path. My own path. Not my old man's, and not the boar's.
Alright. Fair enough. Quick and succinct.
Professor, I'm okay with fighting whoever we need to, but I really don't want to battle my father. Oh, but I know that something is wrong with the church. And more than that, I believe in you, and I trust your word. You lead, and I'll follow.
Sounds good to me. And if your father decides to show up at the battlefield for whatever reason, you wouldn't have to fight him if you didn't want to. I might make you fight him, though, because I would like to see if there were... I mean, I doubt it. I don't think her father even is a fighter. I think she might be related to Gilbert. But I still don't even know if we fight him. We might have to because we're fighting the church. In which case, yeah, you might have to fight someone you know, but that's whatever. I know, whenever it's like, I don't want to fight this person, it's like, I'm always like, yeah, I'm going to have you fight that person. Because it's like, well, you know they're going to have a special conversation, and I want to see what that is. It's like, I'm sorry, but I really want to know. I have to know.
If the church is behind the current state of things, this society in which only crests are valued, then I have no need of it. Edelgard is taking the shortest path to change. No matter how drastic her measures, I agree that this is the only way. That said, if Edelgard strays from her noble path, I trust you will set her straight again. Won't you? I am counting on you, Professor.
Alright, yeah, that's fair. I'm the only one that probably could set her straight. Because I'm probably one of the few that she actually... Or Violet's probably one of the few characters she actually looks up to. And also one of the few that's actually strong enough to oppose her.
I have heard the name Lord Vestra mentioned among the purged noble families of the Empire. He's Hubert's father, but Hubert seems rather unconcerned about it.
Yeah, he just doesn't care about his father.
That's why we soldiers find Hubert quite frightening.
Well, he had his explanation for it. Alright, these two, who I have absolutely no idea who they are. What are their names? Randolph and Ladislava.
Professor?
Okay, who are you guys?
I'm Randolph von Berglies. I'm not very high in the ranks yet, but I'm more or less a general. Just like Caspar, I'm from House Berglies.
Oh.
My mother married into House Berglies after I was born, so my position within the family is rather lowly.
Oh, okay.
But I'm determined to make something of myself in this battle to bring glory to my part of the family, for the sake of my mother and sister.
Alright, do it. Prove yourself. Please do not get slaughtered right away. And for the love of everything, don't be like Gilbert and charge headfirst into danger.
I believe that this is the first time we have met. My name is Ladislava. I have the great honor of leading Lady Edelgard's personal guard.
Shouldn't I be doing that? Because she's going to be with me.
Her Majesty is as hard on others as she is on herself. She may seem composed, but that is only because she conceals her more passionate emotions. For that reason, she is often misunderstood. But now she has you by her side. I find that most reassuring. I look forward to working with you.
Let's do it. She's got little wings on her armor. I wonder if she's like a Pegasus Knight or a like Falcon Knight or a Wyvern Rider or something like that. One of the advanced versions of those classes or something.
Okay.
Anyway, hey Sylvain.
I've gone and done it now, huh? What would my old man say if he knew I'd sided with the Empire?
I don't know, dude. I thought you only cared about chasing after girls.
His Highness must be angry. Dimitri gets super scary when he's like that.
I know, all three of his best friends just up and betray him. All three of his closest friends are like, nah, we're siding with the Empire. Dude, Dimitri just got absolutely destroyed. All three of his closest friends are gone. The only person he has left is Dedu, pretty much. Dedu and a few of the other classmates from the Blue Lions platoon. My gosh, he's lost pretty much everything now.
I wonder how I'm going to die. Ugh, my knees turn to jelly just thinking about it.
Don't worry, you won't
I
die.
can't think that way. I promise to fight alongside you. I'm here until the end.
Don't worry, Sylvain, you will not die.
I'm terrified, but I feel so calm.
That's because I can rewind time 10 times. So you don't have to worry about a thing.
To be frank, I'm not sure whether I should believe all that Edelgard says, but if her words are true, I think it's best to be her ally.
Even if it wasn't, it would probably be best to be your ally. Especially because I'm siding with her as well.
Fight. I'm not at ease with that decision just yet, but I'll stick by it.
He must not have been there when Rhea turned into that monster. I feel like everyone that was there is like very comfortable going against the Empire. Alright, is that everyone? Have we talked to everyone? It's everyone on the outskirts, I think. Now we just have to make sure we talk to everyone in the middle. I don't see any like comment bubbles or anything left, so I think that's everyone. I think we've talked to everyone in here. Now all we need to do is stock up on weaponry and stuff, and then we'll be good to go. Alright, items.
Welcome.
I don't really think I need regular items. Gosh, we're low on gold? The heck? I mean, we're not like super low on gold, but we're a little bit lower than I thought we would have been. Master Seals? We have these now? These are available? We don't even have anyone at level 30. That's crazy. Yeah, no, Violet's our highest level, and he's only 27. Wait. Linhardt is the second highest level? Linhardt's a higher level than Edelgard. Actually, so is Dorothea. Like I was saying, like, healers are just so busted because they get so much experience. They get experience just from healing people. So they just get so many levels so quick. Yeah, Edelgard's kind of not as far ahead as she should be. Hubert also needs more experience. I think he's got healing magic now, so he should be able to do some stuff with it. But I'm not sure. Can I restore my battalions here? Yes, I can. All right, perfect. Let's replenish all of these. Do we have anything we can give to Ingrid yet? We would need flying, that's E. We would need an E rank flying group, which we don't have. Well, they're selling some A ranked ones. These ones are crazy. 100 hit. Dude. 100 hit Black Eagle Pegasus Company? That's ridiculous. 100 hit. Oh, wait, because it's not... Wait, never mind. I thought it was an attack, but no, it's actually not an attack. I just realized it's something else. But that's still cool because I just read what it is, and it is pretty cool. Allies can counterattack when they are attacked from outside their usual range for 5 turns. So if I used that on people and then they got shot by archers, they could counter. Even if they were using a 1-range weapon and got shot from like 3 or 4 spaces away. So that's not bad. I don't know if there's anyone I would want to give a new battalion to. Why can Byleth use Pegasus Company? It doesn't seem like... You can also use a Wyvern Company. So he's B+. So he can use some really high-level stuff. But, I mean, overall, it's just not... I don't know, the one we have is already doing quite a bit for us, so... I don't think we need to switch battalions out just yet. Armorer. Do we need weaponry? We do need some for Bernadetta, I know that. Other than that, how are we looking? I guess we could get new stuff. I don't know. I guess Caspar's probably fine. Felix is fine. I mean, maybe I could get him a new bow. Just for backup. Petra could use a new bow. Alright, so we'll do a few things. First of all, let's sell all the junky stuff that we don't need. So, like this broken iron bow. This nearly broken steel bow. She's good. Sell this iron bow from Petra. He's fine. Sell this steel lance. What else is there? Sell this iron bow. Alright, cool. So we only need to buy a few things. Yeah, Edelgard looks beautiful. Her inventory looks beautiful, I should say. She's okay. That's just kidding. Anyway. Gosh, I've got like all of these inventories stuffed with stuff. Like I can tell who's missing an item because their inventory actually has an opening. I'll get her a silver and steel bow so that she can do some actual like good damage. Alright, her inventory was empty just because she doesn't really need much stuff. Yo, they're selling killing edges? 25 crit? That might not be bad for her. Oh, they're selling 11 swords too. Oh, these are some really cool stuff. Brave swords as well? Emboldened will strike twice. I don't think we really need all this busted stuff just yet. But I'm liking that it's available. Yeah, brave bow? Dude, we have brave weaponry available to us? And killing edges? I want to buy a killing edge just so that I have one. I'm going to put one in the convoy because I don't know if killing edges are always going to be available or if that's just like specifically this one. I feel like it would always be available if they started selling some to us. I'm definitely giving one to Felix though. Gosh, we're running low on money. Alright, well, I can give Ingrid a steel lance and then I think we're fine. Hanneman doesn't need a new bow. He's already got one, and if I was And I pretty much just only use him for his magic anyway. I mean, I guess I could be checking the convoy to see what I already have. Should probably be doing that before just buying new stuff. It's probably a good idea. I mean, I guess I don't really have that many things. I have a longbow in here, that's right. I should give that to Bernadetta. We can put the... that's not Bernadetta. Here's Bernadetta. You can put that vulnerary back. So I think it's actually more important to have this longbow. And if she needs healing, we've got healing magic. So I'm not too concerned about needing a vulnerary, especially because it's only 10 HP. We're getting to the point where we need like concoctions or elixirs. Otherwise, it's really not going to be that useful to use vulneraries. Like, there are definitely situations where we could get use out of it. But just in general, I feel like concoctions and elixirs are more important now. We have Levin's sword as an option. Does magic damage, 9 might. Honestly, that would be best probably for someone like Dorothea, because she has high magic. Yeah, let's give that to her. She had an opening. And then maybe I'll actually use swords with her, because with Levin's sword, she'll actually be doing some good damage. I don't think the Caduceus staff affects the Levin's sword. It honestly should, because it's a magic weapon. It uses magic. But I don't think it works that way. If it did, though, that would be incredibly busted. Any other good items we have? We have this Lance of Ruin. Should probably give that to Sylvain as a just in case type thing. Like, if all else fails, here's an option. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. We have these stat boosting items, but I kind of want to save them. Yeah, I don't know that I want to use these just yet. Usually I like saving these until later on, but at the same time, I don't know. Should I just use them now? I don't know who my final team is. Like, I don't know exactly who my final team is going to consist of, so I don't know where I want to use it yet. Yeah, I think I want to save it for more toward later in the game. Like, when we're nearing the end of the game, not quite at the end of the game, but, like, getting somewhat close, I think I want to kind of save stat boosting items until then. Like, if we get one of the ones where it's, like, from... like the ones we got from farming or whatever, was just, like, +1 or something... I didn't mind using those as much because that's not as much. But like 2 is definitely a considerable amount, considering it would take 2 level ups, at least 2 level ups to get +2 in a stat, and that's 2 level ups where you actually hit that specific stat twice. So usually more like 3 or 4 or even 5 levels to get 2 in a specific stat. Just depending on what the growth rates are. And then the HP +5, I mean, that's definitely important. So I feel like that should definitely be saved, the Seraph Robe. But I think that's about it. That's all we needed to do. I don't think we're really going to... Do I want to end it now? I mean, it's been a decent amount of time we spent. This could just be a preparation episode. So I don't think we really have much time to do stuff in the battle. I don't know. I think, you know what? I think we're going to end today's episode right here. I think we are going to have it be a cliffhanger. We got some story information. Talking to everyone, basically learn more about what their thoughts are about this war that we're about to start against the church, against Garreg Mach Monastery. We've gotten to learn a bit about like everyone's specific thoughts about what's going on with this. Learned about what's going on in the Empire with all the nobles and stuff. And then we also got to do quite a few supports, which just in general give us insight into some of the characters' personalities and relationships and stuff. So you know what? I think that's good for today. I don't want to. Yeah, I mean we could start the battle, but that would just make this video like, I don't know, unnecessarily long, and then I feel like it would just be kind of awkward to pick up a battle midway through again, because I feel like when we do the story stuff leading up to the battle, and I want to actually like hop into the battle right away. Like if we click to battle right now, we're gonna have probably a discussion with Edelgard and the classmates and stuff, and then I'm gonna have to actually prepare the team. Wait, you know what? Actually, no. Let's do the story stuff, and then save starting the battle for the next episode. Like, we will get to the preparation screen, but we won't actually do the preparations or start the battle until next episode. Or maybe I'll even do the preparations off-screen, and then we will start the next episode just diving right into the battle or something. I think that's a little bit better. You know, let's do that. Never mind. We'll go a little bit longer. Let's do this. Oh. Alright, interesting. Mission. The Battle of Garreg Mach. Suggested level 25. Emperor Edelgard has declared war on the Church of Seiros and the crest-dominated world it has created. Her first move is to topple the most prominent symbol of the Church's dominance. Garreg Mach. Monastery Outer Wall. Let's do it. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's do a little bit of the story stuff leading up to the battle first. 'Cause now that I think about it, it probably won't be like too terribly long. And then next episode we can just jump into the battle. I think that's fine. But I won't actually start the battle.
We will soon arrive at Garreg Mach Monastery.
Because I just think if we start it and then have to pick it back up in another episode, doing that for 2 maps in a row is just kind of awkward, I think. But we'll do the story part. I think that's a good idea. We'll soon arrive at Garreg Mach.
Forcing a surrender here is extremely significant, both strategically and symbolically. Of course, this is personal as well. This is where we all came together to learn and grow. I have no intention of yielding to our former classmates, so I ask that you prepare yourselves for anything.
Yeah, Dimitri's probably going to be a threat to deal with.
I'm not thinking about friends.
Claude too, if he's there.
I'm certainly not prepared.
Yeah, oh gosh, Claude. If we have to fight him, he's going to be so fast, so strong, and attack from far away. Yo, Claude, if he's there, is going to be a threat. If we have to fight him, which we probably will, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm almost positive we're going to have to fight Dimitri, though.
Damn it, don't go around saying things that lower morale before we even get started.
Now, come on, Linhart.
I'm ready. Let's go. Let's fight.
I have nothing to lose aside from my friends who are here with me. Does that answer satisfy you?
I have been ready for this since leaving my land of home. I will fight and win.
How can you prepare to fight? Maybe I can prepare to prepare.
Come on, Bernadetta. You're amazing at fighting. You don't even need to prepare. All you need to do is plan out how you're going to take damage but not die, and then you become incredible.
There is no reason that I should not be prepared. It is my duty to stand up and battle.
Thank you all. Now, let's talk strategy.
Alright, lay it on us, Edelgard. What's the plan? Or Hubert.
As the raiding force, we will attack the area nearest to the monastery. The Knights of Seiros certainly won't stand down after they catch sight of Her Majesty and the Professor. At the same time, the remaining areas will be surrounded and annihilated by the main army.
Oh, so we're just a distraction to lure out their main opposition while the main army goes around and destroys everything else.
We are
the
decoy that must suppress the enemy's most elite soldiers.
Oh gosh, are we gonna have to fight Catherine?
We know more about the area near the monastery than anyone else in the Imperial Army. Still, we must prepare for the worst. It's possible we will have to face the Archbishop's true form, the Immaculate One.
Well, it's a good thing I can use Sublime Heaven, and that it's effective on monsters.
But don't be reckless. As promised, I will leave the command to our professor.
We will not lose. I will protect you all.
Not only will we all survive this, but we will undoubtedly emerge victorious.
This will be our first battle as the Black Eagle Strike Force. All the more reason to prevail.
Let's do it! You know what? I'm pumped. I'm ready. Let's go take him on. Nobody can stand in our way. Not a single person, except maybe Catherine and maybe Claude. They're kind of terrifying. Please don't have them on the battlefield. That would be much appreciated. Some of the other classmates from the other classes I'm okay facing, but really don't like the idea of facing Claude. I mean, Dimitri is terrifying in his own right as well, but Claude, with how much attack speed he's got, and the fact that he's got ranged attack, oh, yo, this music. Yo, this music, though. This really does sound like an important confrontation. Oh, here's Sedith. Oh my gosh, this map is big. Oh yeah. There's Gilbert. There's Gilbert. We do have to fight against the church. And there's Flane. She used to be on our team, but she was never this good. Flane, where were these stats when you were with us? Especially this magic. 37 magic? Wait, what? Whoa, 37 magic and 34 resistance? Gosh, she's even better than Linhardt. 56 and 36. Where's Linhardt? With Bolganone, he's 39 and 34. He would be doing like 30, or he would be doing like 3 damage to her, and she might even one round him with Seraphim. It's 56. And what's her speed? 13. Okay, maybe not if we have wind or something, but then we'd be doing no damage to her. We'd have to be using a sword or a bow. Or this lance. Okay, she wouldn't even double us if we were using Bolganone. Okay, but still. That's horrifying. Yeah, Byleth might have to be the one to take on Flane. Edelgard, I mean, she can take a hit. So I guess Edelgard could maybe do it too. But gosh, Flane is horrifying. What was Gilbert like? Gilbert's actually not going to be hard at all. Especially if he doesn't actually move, like it's showing. If he doesn't move, he's going to be actually probably one of the easiest enemies to face, because we can just use 3 range magic and destroy him. He's got 0 attack speed, 7 resilience. Yeah, he's not any trouble. Yeah, we could bring a net, have her smack him up. Institution devoted to the goddess. Both guards and spreads the teachings of Saint Seros. Well, right now, it is our main opposition. Sedith, though, is a bit scary, but also again with him. Wait, what's O'Kane Shield? A sacred shield linked to the crest of Keyhole. Restores HP each turn, negates critical hits. Okay. Well, as long as it's not one that negates effective damage from bows. I thought it might be one of those. They've definitely had... I don't remember what they're called. I think in Fire Emblem 7 it's the Delphi Shield. I don't remember what it is in the other games, but I think Fire Emblem 7 it's called the Delphi Shield. And if he had that, that would actually be really bad. But as it stands, we can use some of our ranged weapons, or bows specifically, to deal with him. Okay, so Hanneman is able to come with us. So is Shamir, Manuela, Eloise, and Anna. Okay, so the only unit we actually did lose was Flane. And she got juiced. I don't know what she's been lifting since we last had her. But like all of her stats have been like doubled from what they were when she was with us. I think the only thing that didn't double was her HP. Which only just slightly didn't double. Or something like that. Something ridiculous. Like, these regular enemies are nothing compared to Flane and Sedith. Once again, Gilbert, not an issue. Especially if he doesn't move. But Sedith moves. Sedith's gonna move. And it's gonna hurt us a lot. The one saving grace, what it looks like for this map, for us, the one thing that looks really good for us is that a lot of units are knights. A lot of these units are knights. And that is really, really good for us. Randolph, don't go killing yourself. Oh, wait, maybe not. Randolph is kind of swole. Randolph is looking like he might be able to hold his own here, actually. Hold up. Whoa. 21 attack speed, 26 protection, 18 resilience, 53 attack. Nullifies instant death. Effects, halves damage from gambits. Lancebreaker plus. Lancebreaker plus. You know, this might not be too bad. Oh, Ladislava as well. She's only a cavalier? Yo, what if she was a paladin? You could be a paladin. You could even be an even better knight than a paladin. Because you're level 33. What are you doing in this cavalier class? This other dude's in a warrior class. Like, at least that's an advanced class. You should both be in master classes at this point. Whatever. She's pretty good too, though. 21 attack speed, 23 protection, 21 resilience, 38 attack. She's also got the commander skill, or general skill, which is really good. She's got weight -5 and swordbreaker plus, so that's pretty good. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to protect these people, though. Oh, there's a ballista. That's not really what I was hoping for. Yeah, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to protect these allied units, or if I'm even going to be able to protect them at all. Hopefully, if they die, they only retreat and don't actually die. Like, hopefully we don't need to save them for whatever reason, because if so, that would make this map a lot harder. Anyways, to finish my thought before I interrupted myself, a lot of these enemies on this map are armored knights, which makes this pretty easy as long as we bring magic users or units with weapons that deal effective damage against these soldiers. Or specifically if we just bring really fast sword users, like Petra, for example. Petra, using a sword against the, if she's using the silver sword, for example, she's already got 43 avoidance, as is. Gets another 20 avoidance against axes specifically, and then gets 16 avoidance when using a sword. So that's 36. That's essentially 79 avoidance. So Petra only has a 25% chance to get hit by these armored knights if she's using a sword. So that's also another thing to consider. Yeah, honestly, this map doesn't look too bad. A lot of armored knights. Gilbert doesn't move, which is really good for us. Does Flane move? Flane doesn't move either, actually. She's got magic staff, so that's part of why she's incredibly strong. Heal Nosferatu Silence. Silence is a bit annoying, but at the same time, we're probably not sending mages to deal with her anyway. And if she doesn't move, that makes it a lot easier to deal with her. That guy doesn't move either. That's weird. Does this guy not move either? I guess because they want to stay on the panel that they're on. But even so, like, these guys standing here just make them death fodder because they're just cannon fodder. They just get to stand there and wait for us to just show up and absolutely just break through them. steamroll them real quick. Because, yeah, it's not like they can really do much about it. I mean, he has 2 range with the Tomahawk, but if we use 3 range magic, it's neutralized. This guy can't even attack from 2 range, so he's just absolutely screwed. Same with this guy, and if we send someone like Bernadetta at Flame, there's nothing she can do, because she can only counter from 2 away. Okay, so that's not... So this map doesn't look too bad. The only thing that really does scare me is, first of all, Sedith. He scares me a little bit because he actually moves. And then the Pegasus Knights, because they have a lot of movement. Yeah. Wait, why do they have 7 movement? Doesn't my Pegasus... Wait, doesn't Ingrid only have 6 movement when she's in the Pegasus Knight class? Do they have movement +1 or something? Well, what class is she in? She's a Pegasus Knight, right? Pegasus Knight, what? Why does she have less movement? Is this just a maddening thing? Because like, correct me if I'm wrong, but we're in the exact same class, but we have 1 less movement for some reason. Your crest give you 1 less movement? You have movement -1 as an ability? What's going on here? Also, we really need to get her a battalion at some point, because she really gets a lot of good benefits from using gambits. It's just we've never had one for her. As soon as I'm able to, I really need to instruct her in authority so I can get her up to D level, or D rank, so that she can have the Pegasus Company or whatever. But yeah, like, what the heck? Why does she only have 6 movement and the others have 7? Airborne Knight with high defense against magic, weakness to arrows. What does this say? Airborne Knight with high defense against magic, but weakness to arrows. It's the exact same class. But they have 7 movement. How is that fair? They don't even have movement +1 as an ability. They just have more movement. That doesn't even make sense. I'm just upset because Ingrid should have 7 movement. I'm not upset that they have 7. I'm upset that Ingrid has 6 when she could have 7. That's dumb. Oh, that's dumb. Oh, well, whatever. In any case, we can bring 10 units as well as 2 adjutants to this map. Byleth, Edelgard, and Hubert must come, but I wouldn't have it any other way anyway, because Hubert needs experience, and these 2 are crutches. They are both a crutch in their own right, so I don't mind that. As for everyone else, we'll figure that out in the next episode. Either we'll figure it out at the beginning of next episode, or I will either we'll figure it out at the beginning of next episode, or maybe I will just get it figured out on my own ahead of time, and at the start of the next episode just give you guys a little recap of who we're bringing and stuff. My only main concerns for this map are whether or not we need to protect Ladislava and Randolph. If we need to protect them, this map is a lot more... This map will become a lot more difficult if we absolutely have to protect them. Because I have a feeling they're just going to recklessly charge into the enemies and get themselves killed. If we are able to... if they're able to be defeated and just retreat or something, and there's no negative... and no negative consequence of them dying in this battle, then this map is actually looking fine. I have a sneaking suspicion that what we see is not all that we are getting, because as you can see, there's a lot more map back here that's being unused. So I have a feeling as soon as we beat Sedith and charge through this gate, a lot more units are going to spawn onto the map. I have a feeling this is one of those maps where looks can be deceiving. I don't think everything we see is everything we're going to get. I have a feeling as soon as we open this door, all of this area is going to be filled with enemy units, and standing on this square right here is likely to be Rhea herself in the form of the Immaculate One. But we will save all of that for the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it, even though it was kind of just sort of a preparatory video, getting ready for the next battle and stuff. I don't know, it was kind of similar to when we do an Explore the Monastery video, but I mean, there was a little bit less to do, so I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was a nice break since we've been doing a lot of battles in recent videos, especially with all those like never-ending paralogs we had. So I think it was a nice change of pace, especially to take some time and do the supports since we had a lot of those built up. But now we are fully prepared, ready to go. Actually, I lied. We're not fully prepared. There's one thing I want to do before I completely forget about it, and that is, I was just thinking about it for some reason, but I want to give Sylvain specifically his special lance, just in case we do decide to bring him. This will give us a really good option because the Lance of Ruin is incredibly powerful, 22 might, right off the bat. So if we need it, we have it. It's not very accurate, but it's possible that when we're standing next to people with Sylvain, he might get enough hit to actually pull it off, just in case we need it. I don't think we will, but it's always nice to have. I also want to check out his combat arts, because I'm just curious. How much does Rune Sky do? It adds 13 might and 10 hit. It costs 4 uses, which isn't too bad. It's a decent amount, but it's not like a ridiculous amount, I would say. Considering it gives 13 might, like it's better than Tempest Lance in every way, and it takes less uses, and it's also effective against dragons and flyers. And specifically, since it's effective against like dragons or monsters or whatever, I think it's good to bring, just because in case we really do fight the Immaculate One, it might be nice to have another unit that can deal a ton of damage. Because if we're using the Lance of Ruin plus whatever that combat art was called, Rune Sky, I think it was. I don't know, I forgot it. I think it's Rune Sky. But if we use that combat art as well, that's 35 might right there, plus whatever his strength stat is. And if it's effective damage, then it's going to be doing even more than that. So 23 strength plus 35 might. That's 48 damage, or 48 might. Plus, if it's effective damage against like a dragon or something, I think that would be another 35 damage or something ridiculous like that. Something absolutely insane like that. So it would be somewhere, it would be something like 83 might if we landed it. So I think it's important. I think it's a good idea to bring it just in case. But yes, that is really everything. We are fully prepared to take on this battle in the next episode. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It would really help with the channel, and I would really appreciate it. And yeah, next episode, we will take on this mission. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to beat it in its entirety, because I'm not sure how long it is. If it's incredibly long, we might have to split it into 2 videos, even though I kind of wanted to avoid that. But if necessary, we will. But we'll see. But yeah. Starting the next episode, we are going to be initiating our war efforts against the church. So, yeah, but once again, that's pretty much it for me today. So, yeah, just thanks once again for watching, and hopefully I can see you guys in the next episode. Peace!